You notice things before anyone says a word. The slight change in someone's tone, the pause that feels too long, the smile that doesn't quite reach their eyes. And somehow, you just know something is off. But here's the strange part. You didn't learn this from books. You didn't train for it. It came from something else, something quieter, something heavier. Because some forms of intelligence aren't built in classrooms. They're built in survival. And if you relate to this, you might have something rare, something called traumatic intelligence. Imagine this. You're sitting in a room full of people. Everyone's laughing, talking, acting normal, but you feel it. A tension in the air. A hidden discomfort no one is addressing. You can almost predict what's about to happen next. Not because you're psychic, but because you've lived through patterns like this before, and your mind remembers, even when you don't try to. That's where this kind of intelligence begins. Traumatic intelligence isn't about being book smart. It's the ability to read people, situations, and emotions with extreme accuracy. Because at some point in your life, you had to. Maybe you grew up in an environment where moods changed without warning, where one wrong word could shift everything, where you had to constantly ask yourself, is it safe right now? And over time, your brain adapted. It became faster, sharper, more aware, not for success, but for protection. Sign number 1, you read people instantly. Within seconds, you can tell who's genuine and who's not. You notice micro-expressions, tiny shifts in behavior, things most people miss. And sometimes, it's exhausting, because you don't just see people, you feel them. Pause for a moment. How often have you been right about someone, even when others disagreed? Sign number 2, you overthink everything. Not because you want to, but because your brain is always scanning. What did that mean? Did I say something wrong? What's about to happen next? It's like your mind never fully relaxes, because somewhere deep down, it believes staying alert equals staying safe. Sign number 3, you struggle to trust easily. Even when you want to, even when someone seems kind, there's always a small voice asking, what if this changes? What if they leave? What if this is temporary? It's not negativity, it's memory. Your past taught you that things can shift without warning. Sign number 4, you're emotionally strong, but secretly sensitive. People see you as calm, composed, mature, the one who handles everything. But inside, you feel deeply. You just learned to hide it, because at some point, showing too much emotion didn't feel safe. Sign number 5, you're hyper-independent. You don't like relying on others, not because you think you're better, but because you've learned depending on people can lead to disappointment. So you handle things alone, even when it's heavy, even when it hurts. Pause again. When was the last time you asked for help without feeling uncomfortable? Sign number 6, you understand pain without words. Someone doesn't need to explain everything to you. You just get it. Their silence, their distance, their behavior. Because you felt something similar before. And this makes you incredibly empathetic. But also, sometimes, it makes you carry emotions that aren't even yours. Now here's the part no one tells you. This isn't just trauma, and it's not just intelligence, it's both. Your mind became sharp because it had to survive something difficult, which means what you see as overthinking is actually pattern recognition. What you call trust issues is actually emotional awareness. What feels like being too sensitive is actually deep perception. You're not broken, you're trained. But there's a quiet cost to this, because when your brain is always protecting you, it can also prevent you from fully living, from relaxing, from trusting, from feeling safe, even when you are. And this is the realization. The same intelligence that protects you can also trap you if you never question it, if you never allow yourself to unlearn certain fears. Real strength isn't just noticing everything, it's knowing when you don't have to. It's understanding that not every situation is like your past, that not every person will hurt you, that not every silence means something is wrong. You developed this intelligence for a reason. It helped you survive. It made you aware. It made you strong. But now, you get to decide what to do with it. You can keep using it as a shield, or slowly, carefully, start using it as a tool. Because the rarest kind of intelligence isn't just the ability to read the world, it's the ability to finally feel safe in it.